And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Tannehill hands to Drake. Josh Jones in on the stop.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Check 26. Hey, where y'all going? Hey, check 26.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. On play action, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Stephon Anthony leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Come out. 319.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Robert Quinn. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Yeah, Liz.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Play action. It's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And it'll make this a second and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9
you
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz.
Now Rodgers going to throw again. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Zoom. Jump out! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, check 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Get 300. Kill. Hey, check 26. Hey, Mike 52.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Back up. Hey, check 26. Zoom.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Zoom.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Zoom. Jumbo! Box it.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Keeps himself upright. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run with Drake. And he's got some space here. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Jumbo! zoom.
44th Mike, 44th Mike. Check, check.
Now a play fake. Rodgers out to his left. Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26. We are going.
Rodgers to throw again. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Working from the gun. Rodgers steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
That's fine, yeah. Wide left.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Zoom. 319.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. This time the extra point up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tannehill now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. He'll return it from the 6. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. A tackle that time by William Hayes.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Trevor Davis now to return. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Trevor Davis, 92 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Because special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now he'll drop it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Trevor Davis with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Drake on the give from Tannehill. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Wide left. Check 15. Check 319.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Rodgers now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Zoom. Yeah, Liz. Oko, over here. Right, left.
Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. Third down here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Taken in at the 22. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. Touchdown, Packers. Ronald Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Clay Matthews in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Packers get set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
We are going. 36. Hey, check 26.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back now at Lambeau. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Hey, check 26. Got.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll start the drive with Drake. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Zoom.
A give to Jones. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26. Jumbo. Hey, check 26.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jumbo. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Adams. touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. Perry, the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Bilal. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They'll go again to Jones. Broken tackle. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Get reset. Hey, easy. That's fine, yeah.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened down here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On second down, it's Drake. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense was in a tough spot, and opportunistic defense takes advantage. Get the turnover. They get the touchdown, too.
I know this is going to sound strange, but oftentimes defenses call for this type of a play in this situation. Offense is pinned back near their own goal line. They tell them, be aggressive, go for the football, create a score. That's exactly what they did.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.